Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is putting the three dark ones that have been coming at us, or again, it doesn't have to be three. Like in your case, it could be a different number, but in my case, it was three. That were sending me bad energies, bad vibes, black magic, ill intentions, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna put a seal, like a shield, around each of them to protect everyone from any of their dark stuff coming out of that shield, but instead it shall be reflected right back in without harming anyone. So it's basically like instant feedback from the universe. It's instant karma that comes right back at them directly without going out and causing harm to anyone outside of themselves. So I'm actually gonna put tinfoil around it after filming it, but I wanted to make sure I can show you this first. And before I get into the details of this, there were two things. So when I got up this morning, well, afternoon really, but my morning, quote unquote, the silver candle representing us was out. So I knew that was a really bad sign, right? So I lit it up again. And there was some dark interference going on today, and I stood my ground, and it's okay now. But the other thing is, too, like after I put all this stuff in the fire making bag, in the fire ceremony bag, all the stuff that can be burned or that needs to be burned, when I looked at the altar or the table here, this is how it was. So the eagle feather was right on top of the ceremonial scissors. And that is very clear confirmation that it was the right course of action to cut off that friend who was sending me, or us, like in your case as well, bad energies, bad intentions that didn't want any of us to follow our soul's path because of their own underlying envy and jealousy that they may or may not fully be aware of, because when someone is unhealed, sometimes they're so caught up in those emotions and in that darkness that they may not even realize how much toxic energy stuff they're sending out. Okay, so that I wanted to show you just because it is really important, because my dilemma was that I really didn't want to cut that friend off, and I was asking my spirit guides to please show me another way in which I could be safe and protected and I could still keep her in my life. And here's the answer. No. That's a clear, resounding no. So for all those of you who are in a similar dilemma where, you really care about a friend or someone close to you and you don't want to cut them off, please do consult with your spirit guides. But a lot of times when someone is not in the same vibration as we are, as we step more in line between our thoughts, words, feelings, and actions, and they don't, we don't resonate anymore, right? And I could actually tell that the whole hangout, as much as I enjoyed it, was completely 3D based. Whereas if I hung out with friends who were also more on the same spiritual path, I didn't get that same feeling, right? So as we're tuning in more, we just know what's no longer good for us, no matter how much we care about someone. Okay, anyway, I don't want to go on about that. So, let me just go down here. So, I put them each in glass jars. I only had different sized glass jars, so they're not all in the same. But this represents the friend I was talking about, and that would be, those would be the other two that I was dealing with this week. And especially this one represents the driver. And it's funny because I chose this one to represent the driver of that Mercedes that blocked my spot. And basically represents the massive invasion and disrespect from that one. And I actually put it in a jar where I previously had stored turmeric in it, and it's yellow at the bottom. See, you can't see it perfectly because of the reflection, but it's pretty yellow at the bottom. I can almost see it better in real life than what you can see in the camera, but it's pretty yellow. If you put turmeric in a jar and you put a lid on it, you'll see how it looks after a while. So that's all the viciousness, the toxic emotions that were coming out from him, right? So for each of you, that's going to be a little bit different, but it doesn't matter. Basically, however many or few people are coming at you with these toxic emotions, this unhealed stuff, throwing their emotions at you, that's what we're doing today. We're putting a protective seal around them, basically a protective shield that seals them in so that all their toxic stuff can no longer leak out into their surroundings. They can no longer harm anyone else with their toxic stuff, but it bounces right back to them. And again, I'll just put the tinfoil around it after. Okay, 1 second. Let me go back up. All right, so let's smudge and then do this ceremony. I'm sensing someone's psychically spying right now. Well, I know who it is, and that person should know that I know. And my answer is get lost and get a life. Okay, here we go. Please cleanse and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational, and flood us with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings, and protections from the divine. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Whew. All right, dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, and Great Spirit of the fire, as well as the other three elements, air, earth, and water. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, banishings, and protections with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Okay, I ask that we are very strongly protected from these dark ones coming at us with their dark, toxic, unhealed emotions. And that a divine shield that shall be sealed shall be put around them and around us. 1 second. Someone wants to stop me. Okay. Let a divine shield be put around all of us, and let there be a divine seal of protection all around all of us as well as them. But especially for those unhealed ones coming at us, they shall also have an additional shield, reflective shield around them that shall reflect everything right back at them without harming anyone else. So that is protecting anyone else from their toxicity. And it shall help them face themselves and heal from their own dysfunctions, from their own wounds. We ask for a very strong healing for them, as well as us that attracted any of that into our lives. So anything that is still toxic, dark, and unhealed within us shall also be healed. We shall all receive a massive healing. Please help us face and let go of any trauma, any pain, any suffering, any dark emotions that we're still holding on to that have allowed all of these energies into our lives. These are the kind of energies that we were dealing with in our childhood, and we keep attracting them back. So let the core childhood wound that keeps attracting those energies be healed and fill us with so much divine love and light, unconditional love and acceptance, approval, and let us feel so completely, deeply safe, shielded, and protected by the divine that we can let go of any of that toxicity that is connected to those energies, to attracting those unhealed people into our lives that are not able to face their own stuff, but that lash out at others instead. Help us take responsibility for our own lives, for our own thoughts, words, feelings, and actions, and teach them the same, please. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay, let the divine touch each of them and help them in their own healing process. Let them feel the divine love and light in their lives. And let all darkness in their hearts be melted away and illuminated by the light flooding in. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Let the ceremony now be finished and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching and being a part of this ceremony and for working on your own healing and ascension. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love and light, many blessings. Be well until next time. Bye.